Okay, let's go. Where am I here? Okay. Hey, Dwayne, how's it going? Glad you can join us today. Let's see if we can. Oh, we're live streaming there. Okay, I'm gonna go check out Restream just to make sure we're live on there as we should be, and we'll get going. Dwayne, how's your weekend?
Going good.
That's good. I guess weeks off to a good start. Did you have a long weekend there this weekend or
No, I
no?
mean,
Here in Canada we have a thing they put in called Family Day. So I was away all weekend. Um, Yesterday was a holiday too, but we were away for a hockey tournament all all weekend, and I mean good, but it's surprisingly exhausting. We left like Friday morning at like 7 a.m. and we got back last night at about 4:30. And only because the boys didn't make it into the playoffs, they missed out by 1 point
wow.
getting into the playoffs. But if they would have been in the playoffs, like, and let's say they got in the playoffs, but they didn't make it into the gold silver round, their bronze game would have been at like 5:30 last night. So um I think we would have got home at like almost midnight if that happened. So we're kind of glad they didn't make it. But I think they would have loved to play a little bit more. But yeah, it's surprising how hockey tournament weekends where you don't seem like you're doing much other than just cruising around the hotel and rushing to and from games is a bit tiring. But yeah, we're here. It's Tuesday and we're ready to go.
New week.
Yeah, absolutely. So what kind of stuff have you been working on lately?
So I was trying to figure out how to work the FOMO, the pop-up.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I couldn't get that working, so I could need your help on that one.
Yeah, okay. Well, let me know. Feel free if you want to. So on the, is that on the reviews? On which pop-up are you trying
Uh,
to get done?
just at the where it shows that so many people looked at it or in the last bought it. Don't you know how like you have that FOMO pop up on the bottom left corner?
Oh, okay. We don't really have you if you feel free to share your screen if you want. Um, Show me what you're talking about.
I thought, yeah, I thought you guys had that.
So
Uh,
I do have like we do have a FOMO pop-up for the review
right.
to show reviews. I actually haven't looked at it for a little while. Were you able to get it installed or it's just not working for you or
I wasn't able to get it installed. No.
you know what? I'll have to take a look because so we don't have we actually I was playing around with a FOMO pop-up setup in the back end where we could create accounts for it. But we have the FOMO pop up for reviews for people who've left a review. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been probably a good 6 months since I even looked at it. So just because I guess nobody's really brought it up, let's have a quick look here, and then I'll have to see if there's any issues with that. So okay, let's hop over to I'm gonna hop in over here and see if we can get that rolling. You know what? Honestly, it might have been something that's changed a while ago. So under scripts here, I think under funnel what and websites, we have the FOMO style review pop up here, and you should be able to just grab this code. If you have, so you have smart reviews installed. You'd have to have it installed for the location that you're using it on. And then let's go to, maybe I'm going to go to, um, I'll go to
So
this.
you're putting that code inside just
Yeah, I'm gonna go into that account there. So just taking a look at uh which one we want to do it on. Smart review snapshot. I'll hop over there. Let's close that. Let's go to sites, smart reviews, and then I should just make double check that we have yeah, well let's just open up a new let's just create a new funnel to test it out. here. Let's go create. There's a chance that there's an issue with it, and if there is, we'll have to jump in there and check it out. FOMO, and then whatever, doesn't matter. Create a funnel step. Yeah, so yeah, we put this in a while ago, but I don't even know if how many people have actually been using it. And you're probably the first person to ask about it in a very long time. So um my apologies if it's not working.
I think everyone should be using it. It's awesome.
Well, it's a great idea. Like, and then you know what? One of the things I was playing around with too, which I do have it set up in our system, but I haven't I don't have it fully tested and running, is an actual full on like FOMO style. This person purchased, this person purchased, this person left a review, this person visited the website. I have that in our back end, but it just hasn't been something that we deployed out. It was something that you'd have to create a different login and stuff for, but I mean, I should test it out. And I mean, if that's something you're interested in, um, we could put it through its paces and see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I put it on as just a custom HTML
Yeah, that's what I would think that you would do. Let's go full width.
in there. And let me make sure I have this activated.
And like I want to throw it in here just to see if we're getting any kind of errors or anything like that. So I'm going to change this actually from smart location to ID to location.id. I don't know if that would make a huge difference, but um, let's save that, save and publish. No, I can't. Publish
Yeah,
it.
I actually pasted the direct instead of using
Yeah, so look,
the
so
link.
it is showing up here on this one. So the only thing, so I'm happy that it's working.
So you said location, what you have it as what?
Yeah, so in here all I did was change this was like custom value smart location ID. Um that's what we originally started doing it because you couldn't get the location ID in JavaScript here. So I just changed that to location.id here. And that'll pull in the ID for the location, which will pass it to our system. And then I'll go to,
Okay, so I'm getting a pop-up now, but it just shows the ads app. So there's not coming up with any information.
do you have any, so here's what do you, in that sub account that you have, if you go to the high level review widget, do you have any reviews in there?
No.
That's why. So what
Okay.
what this does, and I pulled this idea from what other people are doing, is it pulls in that the high level review widget. It parses all the reviews out of everything that high level has pulled in, and then it changes the format and it displays it in the FOMO pop-up
Okay.
style kind of thing. So if you don't have any Google reviews yet, then it won't display anything. So this pulls in directly from you have to just go into your sub account and make sure you do your Google integration or the GMB integration. And then high level will pull in your reviews to display through their widget. And then what this does is it um it pulls in that widget, parses all the reviews, and then makes an array of everything that you have in there.
So is there any way to have where we could actually fake data if they don't have a Google GMB account?
It's something that I was thinking about doing it is creating like let me see if I don't remember if I'm storing it all in a database or not of reviews. Let me have a look because then we could easily add reviews to it. Yeah, so interestingly, I have a thing in here for reviews captured. And I'll have to see where this pulls from. I believe this is pulling directly from that the system there. So JavaScript. Okay, that's not that. That is just looking for the FOMO pop-up type thing here. View widget pop-up. Yeah, this is pulling directly from high level. I think we started building something to pull in to be able to capture those reviews as they came in this and then using those instead of the ones right from the review widget, but we haven't done that yet. But I do have might be something that we can change or add in because I do have a spot that I started adding in or built into our backend for capturing reviews. So the platform date, review, rating, um, and author. But it's not something that's live right now. So that's something we could look at if you wanted to um do your own reviews kind of thing and then pop them in there.
Yeah, just I mean, just so you could get like, 5, 10 of them in there
Yeah.
that are generic until real ones come in.
Well, I could take a look at that this week and see if there's see if basically go through and see if there's any blank ones there, and if they are, we could just add them to the data, or if there's not, we could add them to the database. Where would I add those in though? We'd probably have to add those in. Not really sure yet. I'll think about it and see where we can do it. Like I know we've got some of it built to do it, but it's not there. So they don't have the client you're working with doesn't have a Google.
Yeah.
It doesn't have Google.
Nope.
Um it will also do they have Facebook?
Um,
Because I think it'll also pull in Facebook reviews as well.
Not sure if they do.
Okay.
They're just starting out, so
Yeah. Um Yeah, there's nowhere in here to do it. So what I wanted to do was build a bigger integration to be able to reach out to different review sites and pull those things in using I think there's a system called Data Shake where you could buy credits and then it would basically search the web for different reviews for the sites that you wanted to use it for. But I haven't even looked at that in quite a while either. So yeah. So yeah, if you anyways, so if you do have the review integration, it will pull them in and drop them there for you. And if you don't have the Google and Facebook, then I guess it won't.
yeah, I just had to change that to location and that worked.
Okay, cool. Well, it's a start. Anyways, I'll see what it'll take to add in that kind of thing. So right now, I'm just gonna take a look at. I know we're parsing those things name date. So we could probably also um just pull in the reviews from captured reviews for that location. And display them the same way. I would just need to, we'd also need to end up building a way for you to add in those reviews, whether that's through the agency backend or whichever. Um, so that's always the thing.
Well, just like a quick
Getting,
form.
yeah, it's a form to get them in, and then editing and um managing the whole thing. So um let me take a look at what it'll take to do that. It shouldn't be much, but I'll just figure out where we should put it to, because we could put it um under reviews in there somewhere too. So under like smart reviews, um manage FOMO reviews or something. I don't know. Think about it anyways, and then see where we can put that. Okay, cool. Well, I'll put that on a list of things to look at in the next little while here. FOMO review capture in the database. Okay, cool. Okay, well, I'm glad we got that working. I think, yeah, mostly it was because when we originally created it, and I'll have to go in to scripts here and update the pop-up to be location.id. I think we originally had this in here for all of them, but um again, that was a little while ago, so we changed that, and I don't know why that image isn't
Yeah,
showing, but
a
I'll
lot of
take
your images don't show up.
let's see why that is. Where is it trying to go? Yeah, weird. All right, well, I'll have to go and fix that. So we ended up at we created this like this docs manager for this, and I'll go check why the images aren't showing up too.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was the video on how to install it or
I
just an
think
image.
I think it was just an image. Um, yeah, it's basically you could just drop that in there and then it will work. So okay. Let's move on from there. Okay. Where am I here? I think I'm sharing my screen. So I don't know if anybody else has any questions right now. Okay, well, I'll put it on the list here for us. We got the review capture in the database already. Just got to make a form so that those things can be added in um more easily, and then you'd be able to have those pop up in the FOMO pop up there as well. And then I've got a few resources too for styling widgets that we had access to before as well, which would be good too. If you wanted to display different types of widgets on the page. And then I think, does that make sense if we had it show up under reviews where you could manage static reviews or something like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Manage FOMO static reviews. Just
You know,
making
even if you had the real ones popping in also, it'd be nice to
yeah.
have ones that you custom put in. So it's kind of like
Yeah, I think what I would do is, yeah, because it's already all set up. All I need to do is
pull from
um
another location also, which would be the
yeah, just
database.
pull from the database and pull in all the reviews um that were manually added. And then I think that would be easy to do. It'd probably take me, I've got 3 or 4 reviews in there right now that we could probably pull in and it would work the exact same way. All I need to do is, yeah, add them to the array, and then they'll display on the screen with everything else. So yeah, that's cool. We can do that.
No, that was the only question I had.
Okay, cool. Let's see, we'll go over to chat here. Okay, I think Shan said FOMO pop-ups for reviews added to your list, Jason. I believe that was Chandel who said that. So she goes through these things and makes a list for me as we go. So here's the next thing to work on. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't have I know there was let me jump over because I did have a question. I gotta find my email here. It's one of those things getting back in after you've been a few days away for a few days and be like, okay, let's get back on the computer and do things.
And you're not sharing your screen, just to let you know.
Oh yeah. I'm just checking my email right now. So so somebody who just bought rewards had a few questions about it, and I think I'm gonna go through them right here. I'll just cover it real quick here. So the question was, is there a portal for users to see their points? Yes, there is. So I'll share my screen. Oh, I've got too many tabs open. All right, share my screen here. Do. Okay, so there is a portal for users to see their points. Let's go to rewards. Here, smart rewards. So in under sites and then dashboard and registration, there is the rewards login. So when somebody is sent here from conversations, when they first register for the reward system, they will get an email linking them to their login. So let's go to Jason Orban here. You join the reward system or you just redeem points. Anything that happens like this, they're going to get a link to their loyalty dashboard. And in here, this is where they can see all the points that they have. So it will show them everything that they need to know about their points, what they can redeem for, and stuff like that. So let's go to your rewards. Slow here. Yeah, and then it'll show them all their points and all their transactions. So that was one question. You know what? I'm going to check out one other thing here too, because while we're in here, um, somebody I was talking to earlier was having problems with these buttons showing up for them. So I want to test something while I'm in there. So in our backend, in our smart scripts backend here for rewards, you can change the look of our reward types. And for some reason, someone was having an issue with the buttons working for the rewards that they had. So I'm going to go to settings and I'm going to change the template that we're going to use. We're going to do cards with gold buttons. So we hit update there and then come back here and hit refresh. It's going to show us different reward buttons. So it's working on this one. For some reason, it's not working. It was not working on their system. So I'm gonna have to dig into that a little deeper to see why that's not working specifically on theirs. Maybe it might come down to how they give points. So just a tip, if you're using the reward system and you're going to give somebody points, don't just go into their client record or their contact record and give them points because that will not work properly. Here, let's go smart rewards. The system won't pick that up. You have to use either the webhook to give them points or so under automation here, we have a give points webhook and we're going to be transitioning that to I'm hoping to have a workflow module created so that we can just give points as well, which would be good. But so right now there is the give points example. And in here you can give any contact that you have, any number of points that you want. So you just have to say how many points that you want to give here. Click on test workflow, select a contact, add them to it, and this will go through and it'll give those people points. The other option is under rewards leaderboard over here. If you go to points leaderboard, you can click on any contact that has points already or is in the system there that you see, and you can give them more points. So just click on give points, say how many points you want to give them, and then hit click update. Now, the thing is, they have to have at least they don't have to have gotten points. You have to at least give them 0 points or something like that. They have to have received something from the system, from high level, a webhook to add them to our system so that we know that they're in there, and then we can give them points as much as you want. Even if they were at 0, then you could give points. But if you just went into, say, this contact, or let's click on view details here, and let's go to Jason here, Orban. And if we just came in here and adjusted their point total, that's not going to update things on our end. So um potentially, I guess we could add something. I just don't want to create some kind of like feedback loop, or if you change this, then it would update points, and then it would give them points and then update more points, or something weird like that. So ideally, don't come in here and give them points. What you want to do is go into the leaderboard. Yeah, if you actually give them points here, it won't work. So I'm wondering if the contact the person I was just talking to, if she had gone in here and just gave herself, say, 10 points, and then we're trying to redeem them, because our system wouldn't pick that up, because it does go through our system, and this is just kind of a backup record of how many points somebody has. So there is that. So there is a whole points dashboard where they can access their points, see how many points that they have. And they can track their referral points through there. Absolutely. So under their rewards, they can see every time that they've earned points and for referrals. And we can actually, we don't have it in here right now, but we could add it in here and show their referrals, show the actual people that they've referred into the system, whether it's an invite or referral or a lead, because we do have that under so which one am I in here? Rewards leaderboard. We have all that information by refer as well. So invites, leads, referrals, and if you click on those, it'll show you the people that person has referred. So we can pull that information in and put that into the dashboard, which totally makes sense for doing referrals. So someone said, he said also said they can do recurring points as long as from outside of high level. So the question was, can I give somebody points for a recurring, for them paying their invoice through QuickBooks, and then give them points for that? So yes, you can. So with connecting our system or high level to QuickBooks, you can then, I think it's just under integrations, every time they pay their bill or do anything like that, you can trigger a workflow inside of high level, which would then give them points based on what kind of information you bring in, whatever kind of data you can bring in, and then you can create an automation for that, and it'll give them points for whatever you want. So it doesn't have to be in high level. If you're using QuickBooks, that's great because it already does integrate with high level. Same with Shopify. Shopify integrates with high level, and I think there's other ones too, like you can do Equid and things like that. So any kind of those digital ones where you can use the API to bring things in, or use Zapier or anything like that to trigger a workflow inside a high level, you can give people points for taking action that way. And again, also just with high level, you can give them points. So can you set up different points? Can we set different points up for different people? Um, Maybe. The way we have it set up is we have a commercial referral side, or a commercial point side, and a residential point side. So you couldn't go and be like, um, every time this person refers somebody, they get this many points. Well, you could. I just don't know how you do it through workflows, because you could just use the give points system, or underneath our automations, if you go to referrals, we have webhooks. So like, say for example, um, referral lead, books for service kind of thing. If we come in here, we do have a webhook that will give points for a referral lead. Now, there's not a set points for that other than what you put in into the custom values. So in here, we have the rewards points to new customers. That's a different one there, but let's just check to see what yeah. So book for customers. So we're actually giving referral lead points here. So what that does is you can set these points. You could use this webhook on really any funnel that you want. The only thing I would say is if you wanted to create a category, you might want to tag those customers and then do an if to be like, if their tag is this, then give them this many points. If they're tagged as this, then give them this many points, kind of thing. If that makes sense. So let's go send referral request after service, customer paid, service complete. So let's just go to this one right now. Right here we have give referral points for residential, give referral points for commercial. So think of commercial as like influencers, as other businesses that you're working with, complementary businesses, stuff like that. We have it set up so you can give them points. And really the only difference between this webhook and this webhook is the points value that we're passing across here. So when you do a referral, you could give any amount of points that you want. You could even have an if else, or you could tag different customers as different levels or different categories, I suppose. And then based on that tag, give different points to each one of those customers. So it's not set up the way that we have the snapshots and stuff set up. It's not automatically set up to do that, but you can take the webhooks that we have for referrals, leads, invites, give points, all that, and you dictate how many points you want to give, and you could create different levels for yourself. Not a problem. It's just, yeah, it's just the way that we have it set up right now natively. The base solution doesn't have that set up, but it would be just as easy as saying, okay, let's just go and pretend we're going to do one right now. Let's go create a workflow. Say some action happens right here. Then we're going to do an if kind of if else here. And then let's have, let's say, let's just go like level 1. Say these guys are tagged as level 1, then we could go contact details. Customer tag includes level 1 kind of thing. So let's add level 1 there. And then we could do another one. So we could add another branch and we could say, okay, so these are level 2 people. Then we could do this. So we could go contact details, tag, if tag includes level 2, add new tag. That's weird that's not showing it there. I feel like it will when we hit refresh. So let's say save here. Okay, so we got level 1, level 2 now. I mean, you could have level 3, level 4, level 5. What we do then is we would do the webhook. Here, we would paste in our webhook here for loyalty tracking. And actually, we can do it this way as too. So we can say location value is the location ID. It just makes it a little bit easier to see how many points we want to give. So let's say we wanted to give 100 points for that way. Action is going to say referral. And I think that's all we need to pass there. So if we say, okay, we're going to do that webhook for level 1, we could copy this action over to here. And then we could do a level 2 webhook. We could give them 200 points for that same referral, right? And then here, if we copied this, we could go copy action here. And then let's say this was a level 3, kind of 300 kind of thing. That way. So then we would have somebody come in based on what their tag is. And let's just make this a level 3 again. Level 3. Contacts details tags includes level 3. How did I spell that? I just want to make sure it's level 3, add new tag, save action. So let's move this one. here. So, and then nothing would happen on if there was no other level. So if they weren't tagged, so we could give them different points based on what tag they are. You just have to manually set this up. So now if somebody did a referral, you would need to basically take our referral page that we have, and then instead of giving them points there, you could send them over this way, or you could modify it. So this is just saying here, so based on whatever tags we have, we could give them different points levels for that. So you just have to custom add it, and then you would have your trigger is like, say this one would be opportunity status changed to in pipeline. Let's see, new referrals. Move to status 1. Let's just say that one there. So actually, it wouldn't even be status. Let's go back to change this. I think it's pipeline stage is first service complete. So opportunity status filter is required. Oh. Okay. Well, let's change this one. So instead of status changed, we'll just grab opportunity changed. So that was wrong. And then let's go to um, in pipeline. So let's select the pipeline again in referrals. And then let's go pipeline stage has changed to first service complete. So now when somebody comes to this one, their status has changed to pipeline stage. Their first service has been completed. So a new customer becomes a new or a new lead becomes a customer they paid kind of thing. Then we can go through here. We can see how they were tagged, and if they were tagged, then we could based on that contact. Now you might want to do if it was a referrer, a little bit more complicated, I think, if we're actually saying the referral, how we're going to give if the referral. So let's say Bob referred Susan, and Bob is referrer level 1, and he gets that. Then what we're going to have to do is see who or what Bob is. So there is a way of doing that as well. You can actually do a contact lookup. Um, find contact here, and then you can go contact ID, and then you can do in the refer. It's not under there, so it's going to be under, it's not under custom values, it's going to be under user. Let's close this. Oh, weird. How come we can't find, should be under contact. Find contact, custom values. We want it under custom fields. Anyways, so go here. Find contact. Oh, find a contact with the matching values. So we do have a referral ID here. So it would be like custom underscore fields dot referred underscore by underscore ID. And then you can grab the referred by contact here. So if we passed in say Susan, who finished her job with you guys, gets triggered and comes into here, what then is, or she gets her opportunity changes and she comes into here, what we can then do is we can find a contact. So when somebody gets referred, that referrer ID, that Bob's referral ID will be assigned to Susan in her contact record under, let me jump over here to kind of explain how this works. Um, Smart referrals. Let's go to, let's wait for this to update. Contacts. Bob Dole. I always like Bob Dole. It was like from Saturday Night Live, like years ago. It was like in the 90s when like I think Bob Dole was like running for president, and they had they had somebody impersonating Bob Dole in there or doing a character of him, and it was just Bob Dole. And for some reason that's just stuck in my head forever. So I always like to use Bob Dole for things. So if we go here, we can go referred by, we have referred by phone number, and then we should have referred by ID in here as well. Let's see. Oh, it's not under smart referrals. It's going to be under rewards. Sorry. It's a different one. Same thing though. Okay, so let's go in here. I still have Bob Dole in here as well. So he was referred by me, I believe. So inside here we have the referral contact ID. Maybe I don't. Rewards customer ID. Last redeemed ID. Oh, so we do have the smart referral referred by ID in here. So we would have to pull that in. Let's just find another contact who is actually referred here. Let's go. James Bond was referred for sure. I'm pretty sure. Not that one either. I'm gonna go to rewards leaderboard because I'll find one for sure. Okay, so here we've got 3 referrals. Oh yeah, let's go view contact. Okay, so okay, James Bond is gonna open up here, and then we will see. Okay, so the smart referral referred by ID. So that ID right here, so we'd have to take this custom field, and I believe this would work. We'd have to test it out. I did it on a couple, um, I've done it before, so let's go. So find a contact with matching values. So yeah, we want to go contact ID, and then we were going to go to custom underscore fields dot smart referral referred by ID. Referral underscore by underscore ID. I think that's how it was. Yeah. So we'll add that in there. And then now what it should do when this is actually triggered. So Susan comes in, it's going to find their the referrer by ID. And then we could do another if. So then now if we pulled in that information, now I think we can also go if else, and then we can actually say workflow contact. That's the one that we just pulled in. Is active in. No, not that one. Oh, that's interesting too. Workflow contact to see if they're already part of another workflow. That's really interesting. Um, Contact details. You know, I'll have to play around with this with another system. I know we did it on another system and we passed the contact ID over based off of that. So we should be find referred by ID, find a contact with the matching values, and so we should be able to find a contact ID with the the referral ID right there. And then we probably have to hit save and then save. And then we would be able to use that again in our if else. Let's just find out real quick. Um, that's really interesting that we don't see the contact in here. Okay, well, I'll play around with it and then I'll have an update for you guys on Thursday on how you would go about doing that. I know I did set it up almost the exact same way for another system where we were bringing in the contact ID and then searching up that contact ID based on the referrer and then giving them points on that. So what we'd want to do is find the contact. Um, we could do a custom webhook. You can also do it with some of the advanced stuff in here as well. But yeah, so what I'll say is we can look up that contact and then based on whether that contact is like a level one, whatever that contact's tags are, we would then be able to do an if else here and then assigned referral points based on the referrer's ID. So if that's something you want to set up, like absolutely, we'll jump on a call here and we'll get that set up. I know that's what we can do. Let me just test it out though. I don't feel like we have time to test that out right at this moment. Maybe we do though. So we have the premium webhooks. I mean, if anybody else has any questions while they're following along here, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, maybe I'll just stay on this path and see what we can figure out here. So custom field, smart referral referred by ID. We're going to save that. Let's publish this. Here, let's go settings, allow reentry, hit save, builder. Okay, so let's go referral by ID, the contact ID. We're going to look that person up. I'm just interested to see why. You can copy contact, delete contact. That's interesting now too. So manual actions. So let's go. What else? Trying to think of what I would do here. Okay, so Susan comes into here, her opportunity change, she becomes a customer. Therefore, we want to give her refer points, but we want to see what level her refer is at before we give that referral points. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to find her refer. So what we'd want to do even before that is, if we're setting this up properly, is I would do an if else was the contact referred. So then, yes, and how we tell that is if the contact details, contact, let's go referral ID. Um, referred by ID. There we go. High level did this thing where you can't see the custom fields and the entire piece of information there or the entire name of the custom field. So it's you have to kind of know what it is and then type it in. So if it's not empty, so the referral referred by ID is not empty. That means that Susan was referred by someone. So then what we're going to do is we are going to find that contact based on that referral ID. Okay, we're gonna do that. So then if um That's where we're saying level one, level two, level three. We already have this here. So tags. So this wouldn't be this contact though. So we would have to do back to all actions contact. There it would be a maybe this isn't the right one. I know there was one that we could look up. Um, opportunity changed. Maybe this is the wrong one to do in here. So let's go. I'll have to look. So create contact, find contact, update contact field. I know there was a premium one. You don't want to copy the contact. Let me just, I'm gonna go just jump over to one of our other accounts here and check something out. And see exactly how I set it up. Because I don't remember if we were using the API to pull in that contact, doing a contact lookup based on the ID, or we use the find contact um one in there. Because what could I think the reason for that is you could potentially add someone in here, or you could use a different trigger which just pulls in a contact ID, which might then let's open this up. Yeah, log out of this one. Log back in. Hopefully this is interesting today. It's something different anyways that we're doing. So we'll run through this. Send security code. I'm just doing something off screen here at this very moment. Let's go there. Okay, let's go into this account. Okay, so first one we did was this one, and then here. Yeah, okay, so here's what we ended up doing. Ended up using the high level custom webhook here to pull in a contact ID. So this is doing a lookup for the contact. So right here, what we would do here is the contact, and then we could go uh, referred by, again, you can't look it up. So custom fields. Let's find the referred by ID. Smart rewards customer ID. No. Smart referral referred by ID. Oh yeah, contact referred by ID. Okay, so we're gonna do a lookup for this contact there, and then we'll go here. We'll go to bearer token. Then you need the location API key. So let's just grab a pretend one here. That's not even a full one. And then based on that, I don't think we need to add any more headers or anything. We can just do a save action on that. What did I miss out in the fields? Let's go while we're here. Let's go grab that locations ID, smart rewards, settings. Grab that API key. I'm going to drop it in here. I don't think we need to have anything there. And then we could go save. And then, so we got the custom menu webhook. I think we can test it as well. Let's hit save. And then let's also say save response from this webhook. What does it sound telling me? Oh, okay. So let's go to, who did we say? We said that Bob Dole or James Bond was referred by someone. There we go. So then it is going to pull in that referred by contact. So then we can hit save and save and save. So this is where we pulled in the refer. Get refer by ID. We're gonna hit save there. Okay, and then this condition will then change because then we're not saying tags. We're gonna say, let's go back to here, select, we would go to custom webhook, get referral by ID, response, contact. And then you could check tags here as well. So tags includes, and then you could put in whatever tag I think that you want there. You can look for what type of whatever tag that you want. Includes level 1 would be the one that we had set up here. So I believe that would work. And then you hit save action. And then now, so this is a little bit, so Susan comes in, here she becomes a new client. Then we say, okay, cool, Susan was a new client, that's great. We then check to see if she was referred by someone, and if she was referred by someone, then we're going to get the referral ID, get contact by referred by ID there. And then we're going to see what type of refer or what level it was that refer was at. So if they were level 1, 2, 3, 4, which could be like bronze, silver, gold, platinum kind of refer, you could have different levels that way. And then based on that, you could assign those people different points on that. So I think that is how I would go and set it up. For that to work, if that makes sense. I hope it does, for the most part. There, I won't close it. Just I'll make sure I save this in here. So let's just go example, get uh refer um level from contacts referred by ID and assign points. So a little bit there, but if I was going to go through, and that's how I do it again. So Susan comes in, or Susan becomes a lead, and then she goes through, and then through the opportunities tab, she gets moved from let's change this to do referrals. She gets moved to the first service complete. Okay, so then after she's moved to first service complete, congratulations, you can have whatever information that you have in here for saying thank you. We already have one set up for that, but what we're going to do now is we're going to see if that person was if she was referred by somebody, and if she was referred by somebody, then we're going to grab the contact ID from her record, to the contact referred by ID. And we're going to pass that through to the API or high level API. And we're going to grab the contact based on that ID that was passed in there. So it's going to have all that information. And then we'll also have like custom fields that we can pull in and you can check, or tags or whatever. You can see if it is in there. So under tags, they would also have, there's probably, I don't even know if that person would be tagged in here right now. Yeah. So tags includes level one or whatever you'd want to have in that. And then that's where we would check to see what the level is or what that person's tags is for this. So this goes all the way through to the workflow, the webhook that we just pulled in. So if that person has a tag of level one, then we're going to assign this referred by contact level 1 points. If they were level 2, then we can give them level 2 points. If they're level 3, then we can give them level 3 points based on what their tag was inside of the system. So however you had that contact showed up. And now when they get points, those points are going to show up in their referral dashboard or the rewards dashboard with all the points in the transaction and everything like that for who they referred and how that all worked out. So, oh, that's cool. If you guys have any more questions about that, I feel like I could probably elaborate on it a little bit more, but I'll save it in here. And if anybody wants to actually access that workflow, give me a shout and I'll be happy to pass it over to you anyways, or you can take a look at this video and see how you see if you can use it. So yeah, I'm gonna check to see if there's any questions. I didn't see any come in through chat or whatever. It's a quiet Tuesday today. Dwayne, I appreciate you jumping on with us this afternoon and keeping me company while I walk through that little workflow there. Um, yeah. And then yeah, that's about it, man. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And if you guys don't have any more questions, see you on Tuesday. And Dwayne, yeah, reach out if you need anything.
All right. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate
All
it.
right. You guys have a great rest of your day.